Well, hello YouTube. I know it's been a while since y'all have seen me, uh, but winter has passed. Starting to get a little warmer outside, and decided I'm going to do some fishing today. But today's fishing destination requires a little bit of a walk through these woods to get to. I already walked back here, and I got all the way there, and I realized I forgot this in my car, so I could film. A little rusty, you know. Haven't done this in a couple months, but I'm gonna do some fishing today, and hopefully we'll get something. And if not, then y'all won't see this footage. And when I get back here, I'll show y'all what we're gonna be fishing with today. So I'm gonna finish my walk through the woods, and I will get up with y'all in a minute. So over the weekend, I was over in the mountains in eastern Tennessee. I was hoping to do some trout fishing and maybe catch some smallmouth, but I only ended up getting about 10 minutes of fishing in with everything else going on, so ended up not really panning out the way I'd hoped. But while I was there, I had stopped at the Walmart there to see what sort of stuff they would have. So I figured it would be different than what I have here. It's mostly bass and bluegill stuff. And I came across this Potski, I think that's how you say it, the Firebug kit. It's got all these different things on it, and I figured what better place to try them out at than the old creek back here. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know I spent a lot of time back here in the kayak over the summer. Normally I wade out a little bit, but the water's still a little too cold, and it's kind of changed back here since the last time I've been here. Looks like there's been some flooding and some things have moved, but hopefully we can get on some fish. I've seen some jumping around, and if all else fails, I also brought my BFS setup with some different BFS baits and a couple other little soft plastics to throw on my ultralight. So I'm gonna get rigged up and we'll get to fishing, and I'll see you guys on the water. Well, not on the water, on the bank. I don't have a kayak right now. Give y'all a better look at this kit here. Got fire crawls, fire nymph, fire waxies, fire hellgrammites, and jig heads. And as you can see, there's all sorts of assorted colors. Not sure what we're going to start with. I might start out with one of these. So I'm going to get rigged up and start making some casts. This water is definitely very dirty today. And these little plastics don't have a whole lot of weight on them, so probably won't be able to cast them too far. But that's what that looks like rigged up. Definitely looks like a little grub. So, and we went into a tree. I think might be able to get it out. Yep. Nope, we lost it. So this is definitely a spot that I have more luck kayaking than I do bank fishing, but I actually don't have a kayak right now. I sold my native. That was a bad cast. But yeah, I sold my native, which is the kayak I basically started my channel with. And I'm buying a Crescent light tackle. I've got like 2 more payments to make on it. So hopefully I'll get it here soon and I can get back to kayaking and show y'all This little rig I'm throwing right now. These are some kind of weird plastics. They're very soft and sticky. So they don't really have a lot of weight, so don't know how far we'll be able to cast them. But like I said, if all else fails, I do have some other bait options with me, which we may end up messing around with. But for now, I'm going to keep on fishing, and I will let you guys know if we hook into anything. Alright, y'all, well, we just hooked our first fish of the day here. Oh, feisty little guy. Get you unhooked. Looks like we got ourselves a little long-ear sunfish. Get that guy back in the water. I was getting a bunch of hits on this little grub, but none of them would take it. But I see a bunch of panfish beds all through this area here, so kind of working around these. Probably only gonna fish with this grub a little bit more and try one of the other ones in the pack. Alright, oh well, I thought that grub would be more of a killer, but I also only tried one color, so I switched over to this, which I think is a Helgramite, and I already just caught one. I'll put a picture up of it. But we're gonna fish with this a little bit more. I don't know what it is about blue, but I always have kind of decent luck with blue colored baits. Well, well, he just came off. But I switched the rig up here, trying to catch a fish on each plastic in the box. Maybe not every color, but so I switched over to this. Figured it would look like a little bug. Threw on a little pink jig head. I don't really normally fish with painted jig heads, so not really sure what's great, but figured this would look it's like a little bug in the water. And we just had a bluegill, but he came off. Well, we finally got another taker on this little bug. We got us this little tiny bluegill. Let's get that guy back in the water. Got one more on the little bug. Maybe the biggest one of the day so far. I think this is a shell cracker? Not too sure, but he wanted that little bug. So hey, another fish down, and gonna go switch to the last lure in the kit, and maybe we can catch a couple more. Well, if I can get this guy. Switched over to this little mini crawl. I don't know if it'll focus on it. I don't want to focus, but switched over to this little mini crawl, and we just had a taker. Another little bluegill. Get this guy back in the water. I'm gonna try these out. I got these at my local Ollie's, and I had never seen these before. Mustad. It says they're Helgramites. They don't really look like Helgramites though. And I also got these. A loud car going by. Beaver tails. But I'm gonna try out the Helgermite, and I have it on a Z-Man Finesse Shroom head, but I don't remember the size. But I'm gonna throw this around for a little bit before I leave, and I'll let you guys know if we catch anything on it. There it goes. Well, we had a taker. Get this little guy unhooked here. Definitely nothing small, but a feisty little green sunfish, and he's back in the water. Well, guys, I'm gonna make a couple more casts here and see if we can't get anything else out of the water, but hope you guys enjoyed. I know it wasn't the best thing in the world, but it's really the second time I've been fishing this year and the first time I've caught anything, so hopefully once I get my kayak I'll be able to get out here and hit it hot and heavy. Got some plans for the year. Gonna try to do some more river trips. Definitely hit the lake, maybe hit some new lakes. Not 100% sure yet, but hope y'all enjoyed the video, and stay tuned because there will be more to come, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.